Hello, my name is Joy Ibizin. Welcome to KAYIMA'S Kitchen. I'm the lead cook today on KAYIMA'S Kitchen episode. What's KAYIMA'S Kitchen all about? We're here to teach you how to cook continental dishes, African dishes, delicious meals using our products. Trust me, these products were picked by us, packaged by us, milled by us. No preservative, no coloring, nothing. What you're going to be seeing on this channel are all natural products. But to give your food that tasteful, delicious taste you've been searching for in using other products. Welcome to KAYIMA'S Kitchen. Now let's get cooking. In today's episode in KAYIMA'S Kitchen, we're going to be cooking ofe akwu, known as Banga stew. Today, we're going to be using our dried Banga extract, our pepper puree, our all-purpose spice to spice up our meat, our Banga spice to give it that delicious Banga taste, some salt, some seasoning cubes, onion ball, crayfish, and of course our protein. Now let's get cooking. I'm trying to rinse my cooking utensils to make sure I have like a very clean pot. They are already washed, but I'm just going to like rinse them just to make sure that they are thoroughly clean, because I need my turning spoon. And I'm going to be washing my beef. I have some salt inside already, so make sure you wash properly to avoid sand. Once you're done, put it on your cooker. Now we can start spicing our beef. As you can see, I did it with no water because I always allow the beef to boil out its own natural water, just so that the taste of the beef would remain. Now I'm going to start by using the KAYIMA food all-purpose just to spice up the meat. You put just very little. I take some salt, very little. Make sure you're very careful with your measurements because you don't want to cook something that is overly salty. I take my pepper puree already made. Like I said, we are here to teach you easy cooking, no need of blending. So this pepper puree you can buy from KAYIMA'S Food Mart. So I take my pepper puree and I put some, depending on your taste. Different people with different taste buds. So if you're the type that loves a lot of pepper, it's peppery enough, just take as much as you want. Then I'm taking my seasoning cube. Now I need my turning stick just to mix up every spice I've put into this pot. I know you can't smell this from where you are, but trust me, it's already smelling very, very delicious. As you can see from the camera, you can see how well spiced up the meat is. Can you see? Very spiced. Now you let it boil. Let it boil for 20 minutes. Then you can start preparing. But while this is on fire, the next thing I would love to do is to boil some water so that we can extract the Banga juice. As I said earlier, these are all dried. You see, it's not sticky, nothing is dried. So we're going to get water and put on fire next to the meat to get very heated water so that we can get out enough banga juice. So right now I'm going to be adding our already chopped onions. I got this like this from the shop, like KAYIMA'S Food Mart. We have chopped onions. So I'm going to be adding it to my boiling beef. Then stir properly. Stir properly. Just to make sure that the spices get into the beef. So at this point, you cover your pot and allow the beef to start boiling. But I have my water on fire. I want to use this water to extract the juice from this banga extract. So I'll come back to you once the water is boiled and show you how to extract the juice. Our meat is boiling. It has brought out its own natural water. I haven't added any water, so it's boiling. I know you are very hungry. Well, I wish I can pass this food through the camera. The aroma is all over this room. You can't even believe it. Can you see? Can you see how tasty and delicious our beef is looking already? Can you see the water? I added 0 water. Remember, 0 water. So this enables the spices to get in properly into the beef. So I'm going to leave it for a while so that the meat will be very tender. This totally depends on how you love to boil your meat. I for one like my meat extremely tender, so I'm going to let it boil and keep boiling. So right now my water is all boiled. I'm going to be pouring it inside our banga extract. This banga extract has a shelf life of 6 months. So because it's dried, it's not sticky, you can actually have it on your shelf for 6 months. So I'm going to be taking this water. This is like boiled water, and pour. You stir. As you can see, I'm stirring it. Stir. Until you get your required amount of banga puree. Right now we have our hot water inside the dried banga. So I'm about to extract the juice. Normally you use your hand, but guys, you have to be extremely careful because the water is extremely hot. So you use your hand to squeeze. Make sure you squeeze properly so you can get all the juice out. You can see. Get back here. Squeeze. It's hot. Then you start pouring. Okay, so right now I'm trying to boil my rice, trying to get myself and my visitors ready to test our delicious banga stew. My meat is ready, so I'll just set that aside. Now I'm going to sieve with our sieve our banga puree. So you see, you lift it up. You rinse, you come back, make sure you dust, then come back. Now our banga puree is ready, so we'll start boiling. You see how easy that was? We didn't need to get the pan kernel, cook it, pound it, then start extracting. So that is why I said we're taking it already dried. All you just need to do is soak with your hot water and extract your juice. Then you start cooking. So this is my stock. As you can see, I'm going to put that back on the stove. I'll pour in my banga extract. Always be mindful of the bottom. I'm going to put on the stove. As you can see, my rice is boiling already. So I'll stir. Make sure it's mixed properly with the stock. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to allow it to boil, bring it to a boil for about 30 minutes, so we can have a thick banga extract. So I'm going to cover up the pot and we'll continue with our rice. Normally I parboil my rice, some people don't, but I parboil my rice before cooking. So my rice is ready. I'll take it off from the fire and I'm going to go wash it, then put it back on the fire. So this particular stew, like I said, is for rice. Those people from Delta State use it for their swallow. The swallow called starch. On another episode of KAYIMA'S Kitchen, I'll be teaching you how to make your banga soup. But for today, what we are doing is banga stew. Our banga extract has been on fire, so I just want to check to be sure that it's thick enough. Oh yeah, we have like a thick banga from that watery. I don't know if you can see. So I don't know if you can see. This is what you're trying to achieve. So it needs to be watery. You extract, then you get it to this thick nature. So now at this point, we're going to start adding some of our ingredients. So this is my dry fish. As you can see, it's already washed. So it's going into the already thick banga. Make sure you watch your proteins very carefully to avoid salt. So right now I'm going to be putting in my proteins, beef. So we stir. And if you can see how thick this is, if you remember how watery it was, how we started, and this is what we have. See how thick? You see how thick? Remember, what we are making is banga stew. So banga stew would not be complete without the banga spice. So I'm going to be using this banga spice. Like I said, it's just to give it this banga taste. So I'll take some of that. See, it's sealed. Open it up. Take very little. Stir. And you take some salt. Be careful about salt, guys. Make sure you test before you add salt. Some seasoning cube. some crayfish. It's already blended, picked and blended. And our pepper puree. Stir. When you stir, you taste. Trust me guys, this is really nice. Now it's time for me to add some of my vegetables. This is scent leaf. So you add. And you stir. You cover it up for about 2 minutes. So that the vegetable just boils. So now I'm going to just check back on our banga. Oh great, here we have it. Our banga stew is ready to be dished out. And yeah, our rice is also ready. So the next one is to join me on our tasting journey. We have with us today a Vista. So I'm going to be dishing out. We're going to be introducing our Vista very soon. She'll be tasting and she'll be telling us, you know, how she feels about the banga stew, including the beef. Remember, we seasoned with the all-purpose spice, the KAYIMA food all-purpose spice. So I'm dishing out. So join us while we introduce to you our Vista that will be testing and telling you guys her review, honest review about the banga stew. So guys, here we have it, our white rice and banga stew. If you remember, this banga stew was made of our dried banga extract. We spiced it up with our all-purpose spice, our banga spice. So today we have someone that will be tasting this food and giving us her honest opinion. Trust me guys, I don't know her, she's just a visitor, but she made herself available to taste the food and give us her honest opinion. Her name is Ijeoma. Let's hear from her.
So thank you very much KAYIMA'S Kitchen for having me, especially in this maiden edition of your channel. Congratulations. Okay, so it's a pleasure to be here really, and I can't wait to taste this, have a taste of this, because while looking at her making this in the kitchen, a lot of things caught my attention. For example, she talked about the all-purpose spice. So and I heard her mention that these all-purpose spices, that they're just good for everything except soup, right? Okay, except soup. Right, I'm going to, if I taste this and I'm impressed, I'm gonna pick some to use at home. Right, another thing that caught my attention was you saying that these are actually made here by you, produced here. That's another interest for me, because it's actually a made in Nigeria product, and everyone knows that we're trying to promote our indigenous products. and that's it. I'm interested in it really. So I've never met her before. I'm seeing her for the first time, and she seems to be a likable person. And I was just approached by someone who had asked me to be a guest on this show, right? So, and I'm here. Okay, so I think it's time to have a taste. Time to do the do, right? Okay, so we have the Banga stew. Usually goes with rice. Is there any other thing it goes with?
It goes with swallow, but not this particular one.
Okay.
That is the soup.
Okay, that's the
mostly
soup.
Prepared by
From Delta State.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So, what other ingredients did you add?
I added like the Banga spice.
Okay. Made by you as
Yeah,
well.
made by
Okay. Nice. Tastes nice. Did you have to bring in the Banga itself to pound?
Okay. So basically, like the key thing for Kaima's kitchen. So what I brought in is the rice that already been prepared
And processed by
yeah,
you.
and processed by me.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I seasoned it with our oven spice.
Okay.
Salt, some seasoning cubes.
Was it marinated or something?
Yeah, it was marinated, but I think the key reason, if you taste it, it just tastes like totally different from like the regular. No matter how well people season their food, there's just something different about this one. And what makes that different is the oven spice. So you can taste it while you're eating. Like it's totally different. It's not like the regular, like seasoning cubes, salt, curry. Those did not. The only thing that made this meat what it is the oven spice. The seasoning cubes, salt. And that's all you need.
It actually tastes nice.
Thank you very much.
It does taste nice. Okay, so I love food actually. And when I mean I love food, I love good food. So we'll get to it. The food tastes really nice, and there's something unique about it, especially the protein. It's properly seasoned, and everything about it just looks like the regular thing you get from, when I mean from the village, where you have, you know, our mothers know how to do these things, and they prefer using the fresh things. I remember the time I traveled to the village, I needed okazi. My grandma told me it was just at the backyard, I should go pluck it. So they like using it fresh and all that, and truthfully, there's nothing different with the taste with that one. Not just the taste, even the look and feel of it, and the one we eat back then. But the different thing here is that you had mentioned that there are no preservatives.
Yeah.
So it tastes like it is fresh, really, and I love it. Thank you too.